Welcome to today's review. My name is Eric. Today I want to talk about how to move abroad with little money. There are many steps you can take before setting foot on the gateway to ensure this will be a win-win for both you and your awesome new place of employment. There are actually a few questions you gotta ask yourself. Are you ready to work overseas? Are you mentally prepared to let go of your home comfort, culture, your support system for an extended period of time? Take the time to work out what the personal benefits and disadvantage of working abroad will be. For some people, the career, cultural, and personal benefits outweigh the challenges they will face living as a foreigner abroad. But for other people, these factors do not. If you cannot bear to think about it, missing your nephew's birthday parties, close and family friends, you might need to step back and ask yourself this question. Where you gonna really be happier, because it can be very lonely abroad. I repeat that, it can be very lonely abroad. But however, if Skype is the best friend for staying in touch, you'll be joining excited for the possibilities moving abroad can bring. And you're actually ready to put in that extra effort transitioning to a new culture. It's time to stop thinking about it and get into action. Right now, I'm gonna proceed on the first step on how to move abroad with little money. Find the right work abroad program. That's my number one point here. Now, there's no one size fits all process for moving abroad for work. You could just be out of college and want some international experience to start your career. Or you could be a working professional who needs a break and will work in whatever field you find yourself to be able to travel. This is what the majority of people do. No matter the reason of your moving to a foreign country, you make sure you know what kind of environment and expectation you are carrying yourself into. Because fake job offers do exist. I repeat that. Fake job offers do exist. So, how do you find the right program? I hope we all know the MEAP program here. If you made connection volunteering with company abroad before, that could be the best place to start. Whether you want to work for them or just gain some tips for moving abroad to help you in your job search. Now I would like to recommend this website, travelfreak.net. The freak is spelled F-R-E-A-K. Travelfreak.net. Yeah. Is one of the best websites you find job programs available in each country. Now narrow the job search by the best location for your field, position type, and the duration of job. Read reviews of the company and compare programs side by side. Which one is the best? If you find anything difficult in this topic, anything impossible, anything you don't understand, feel free to comment and we will respond to you as soon as possible. Another point here is decision making. Make the decision. If you got your offer letter and now reality setting, you can actually move abroad with a little money to work. Do you take that? Take a look at where you stand. You've already gone over the advantages and disadvantages of working abroad and moving to a foreign country. You've done your research, you found a reputable company that takes you where you want to go. Is there anything that will hold you back here? If it only fear, let go of that fast. Fear comes along with any big decision. So So don't let it interfere with the pursuit of your dreams. If all signs are moving you forward, and make the decision and don't look back. And moving forward, it's time to make sure you have all the pre-departure information you need. Ask the company to provide any resources they can to make the next steps smoother for you, and your work isn't over here. This will, this will actually take us to the next step on this topic. The number 3 point here is tell friends and family you are moving abroad. Here, two things are involved. It is your choice if you take this step before or after you make your ultimate decision to work abroad. Sometimes it's even the support of the loved ones that makes it even easier to make the move. And sometimes it is the fears and doubts that distort your own thought about it. The very most important thing here is the decision you want to make. And at some point, you have to tell those one around you. It always feels good to hear inside excitement and confident about the change you're about to make. Maybe those are the people you tell first. When it's time to tell those who may be more shocked or worried, turn it around in confident time and proper setting. Posting the news you'll be moving abroad on Facebook for friends to stumble upon probably is not the best way to go about it. I will proceed to my number 4 point here. Begin the visa process and figure out the accommodation. This point here is very much important. And if you are planning on this, you have to actually start a plan as early as possible. Depending on if you will be a paid or unpaid employee, this will make a difference for the type of visa you will need. Short-term work exchange positions, for example, may simply require tourist visa. Talk to your employer to ensure you are applying for the right visa. The visa process vary per country and per visa type as well. Check with the local embassy to find out exactly what document is required. Typically, work visa takes a bit longer time to obtain. Give yourself at least a month or two to avoid last-minute anxiety. Start networking with people in your new city or town to find the best option for housing. Oftentimes, there are Facebook groups and websites specifically designed to find roommates or rent flats in the new city you're moving to. You may also find a community of people for your home country that will help you navigate the housing scheme. However, don't worry if you are not able to book down a place to live before moving abroad. Temporarily living in an Airbnb hostel, hotel, or even with a co-worker's family while searching for something more permanent is coming and work just as well. Now I will proceed to my number 5 point and this topic. Learn about the logistics of life as a foreigner. There will be many things you might take for granted back home that are really gonna seem like heaven in a bottle when you are working abroad. For instance, do you have free public health insurance in your country? Now, depending on your new job abroad, you will either need to buy travel health insurance or ensure you are covered through your employer. Here, health insurance is not the only thing to consider. You may need to figure out how to open a foreign bank account. If you take prescription medication, you will need to know how you can actually obtain them in your new country. Now I will head over to number 6 point on how to travel abroad with a little money. Prepare yourself financially. Now I know you're short of cash, but the reality is any move comes with cost. The cost here is flight tickets, great budget and some saving goals and catering. The easiest way to make some money is by selling your stuff. Have a job for sale, post on media, tell your friends that TV search she always admires up for sale. There will be a lot of properties you do not need while traveling, and probably you won't need them when you return. Set yourself up so you'll be able to experience all that life abroad has to offer. I get over to my next point. Prepare yourself culturally. This particular point here is very much important. It's a very vital step for success in moving to a foreign country. Research your host country to find out what life is like for locals and tourists, what is socially accepted and what is not, what are the major social issues and crime related problems, how our local politics run. It's also just as important for the workplace environment. Work and business culture is not the same across the globe. Do yourself a favor by properly preparing for the adaptation required before your first day of work abroad. I'll head over to number 8 point on prepare yourself mentally. So because you have weighed the pros and cons of working overseas doesn't mean you have considered all the effects of moving to another country. Waking up daily to see unfamiliar faces, getting lost on unfamiliar streets, communicating through unfamiliar language can take a toll on you. Knowing the hardships, loneliness, and battles are bound to happen will help you not to be so overwhelmed when you are encountered. Keep in mind the people you can turn into when life gets hard. Create a list of reasons why you made this decision. And be ready to be your own best advocate, advisor, and friend. I'm heading over to number 9 point on how to travel abroad with little money. The most important step of working abroad, and the one you should consider throughout is give yourself time. You're not just going on a 2 week vacation, you're moving abroad for work. It doesn't matter if it takes 3 months or a year, from the time you start looking for to the time you get on a plane. Working abroad takes proper research and preparation. It takes proper time and plenty of tips for moving abroad to have in your back pocket. In conclusion, when you are ready to work overseas, even if you're broke, do not be discouraged. The benefit you will find as you step into your new role, make new friends, adapt to the environment, adapt to the culture, and excel in expat living will make all this well spent time worth it. Don't be surprised if your employer abroad never wants you to return. Thanks for listening. I will be back on this screen within a week with a new topic.